Hello, loves. When will Deep and CEO James get married? What will happen at the wedding? Love is a challenging journey, and James, a powerful CEO, learned that happiness does not come from status or money, but from the woman who always accompanies him. Deep goes through misunderstandings, distance, and inner struggles. Now James is ready to confess his love, opened a new chapter in their relationship. Deep always lives a simple life, where she finds joy in the little things. Every day, she started by taking care of her small garden. She loves every flower bed, each tree that she has worked so hard to cultivate. The garden is not just a place for her to relax, but also where she feels peace and positive energy. That morning, Deep wore a light coat and gardening gloves, patiently pick up each fallen dry leaf. Morning sun shines through the leaves, create shimmering spots on her gentle face. She didn't know that a few streets away, moaning at the man she once thought unreachable, preparing for a big surprise. James, on the way to one of the company branches to survey the market, sit in the car. You do not can concentrate fully on work, despite being busy with meetings and reports. The image of the purple leaf still appeared in his mind. I remember the times when the leaves were beside me. Encourage him when work is difficult. She never asked about career or your success, but simply care about your emotional health. That's what made James appreciate her more and more. When the survey is over, James decided not to return to the office immediately. He had the idea of buying a bouquet of flowers, not a rose, but gentle hydrangeas, the flower that Deep loves. That afternoon, James stopped the car in front of Deep's pretty little house. In his hand is a bouquet of blue hydrangeas, but in his heart was excitement and determination. He waited too long to tell her the things he has cherished. Deep is cleaning the window, then saw James standing at the gate. She was a little surprised, but quickly smiled and welcomed him. James stepped forward. His eyes were gentle but also serious. "Purple leaf," he said in a deep voice. "So I have something to tell you." She invited him in, but James shook his head. "I want to say it right now," where all his emotions are revealed. "Most natural. Deep, you have always been by my side, even though I don't deserve it. You show me that happiness is not something big, but is sharing from simple things. I know I'm late, but I want to say I love you, and I hope you can give me the chance to protect, take care of you forever." Deep looked at James in shock. "What you say?" Like melting all defensive walls that she built. Her heart was pounding, but not with fear, but for happiness. She nodded gently, her eyes glistening with tears. "James, I have always loved you, but I don't think you will choose me. I'm just an ordinary person." James did not let her finish her sentence. He took her hand. "Whisper, I am the only one. Makes me feel like I'm really myself, and that is enough for me." The following days, James not only confessed, but also prepared for a proposal. Surprise for Deep. He secretly asked friends, prepare a small party in her garden, where she devoted her heart to caring. That night, James knelt before the amethyst with a ring, simple but meaningful. "Deep, you changed my life. Be my wife. Let me love and protect you forever." Deep could not hide her emotions. She nodded, smile brighter than the flowers around, both hugging each other in the warm light, and applause from close friends. James and Deep's love story is proof that true love can overcome all barriers, not status, money or fame, but sincerity, trust, and deep affection, brought to people from different worlds together, come together to build a happy future together. Deep and James's wedding day was a special day, not just with them, but also to all who witnessed it. Their true love overcome many challenges. This is not just a wedding, but also a symbol of harmony between two worlds. One side is simplicity, sincerely by Deep, and the other side is power. James is strong but loving. The goat wants the wedding to be more than just an occasion. Let them declare their love, but also thanks for all those who supported them. So, he decided to hold the ceremony in a special place, the garden where Deep often takes care of the plants. Deep was a bit surprised when he knew that the goat wanted to hold the wedding in such a simple place, but that makes her feel warm. She knows James put his heart into every detail. White tents were erected in the middle of the garden, covered with hydrangeas, her favorite flower. The banquet tables are decorated in a rustic style, but no less luxurious. James personally participated in every stage of preparation. I want everything to be perfect. Let Deep feel that today is her day. James' mother also helped enthusiastically, and she began to see Deep as a daughter that she always expected. Wedding day, soft sunlight shining through the trees create a warm and romantic space. Deep walks down the aisle with a pure white wedding dress, simple yet elegant design enhance her pure beauty. She was led down the aisle by her brother who misunderstood James, now fully accepted and even feel secure. When she gave her sister to a man like James, James stood waiting at the end of the aisle in a black suit. He couldn't take his eyes off Deep as she walked towards him step by step. In that moment, everything seemed to stop, just her and him in a space filled with love. When both stand in front of each other, the pastor smiled and invited them to say their vows. With a deep voice and gentle eyes said, Deep, from the moment you entered my life, I brought you something that he never thought he would find. Peace and true love. I promise to always be with you, protect and love you no matter what. You are the only one I want to spend the rest of my life with. Deep was in tears, but she tried to stay calm to say her vows. James, I used to think we came from two different worlds. Too different, but you showed me that love has no boundaries. You are my faith, my hope, and my everything. I promise to always love you, accompany you and share with you everything, joys and sorrows in life. When James put the ring onto Deep's hand, they both looked at each other with eyes filled with happiness. Their first kiss as husband and wife, greeted with applause and cheers from friends, family. The party then took place in a cheerful atmosphere. James and two teens first dance under the sparkling yellow light, surrounded by loved ones. The dishes are carefully prepared, from luxury Western dishes to dishes with simple hometown flavors that Deep loves. James's father, people who opposed this relationship, also cannot hide the joy. He walked up and said to Deep, Thank you for loving and taking care of James. From today you are part of our family. James' mother also gave Deep a warm hug. She whispered, Always be happy, girl. This family now cannot live without you. Night falls, but laughter and blessings still echoes endlessly. When the party is over, James and Deep standing next to each other look up at the starry sky. James took her hand and said softly, We have overcome all obstacles to get here. From now on, I will never have to face anything alone again. Deep smiled and leaned her head on his shoulder. Just have you, I need nothing more. Both looking to the future, where love and happiness will always be with them. Weddings are not just a beautiful ending for their arduous journey, but also the beginning of a new life, where they will be together. Write your own fairy tale. After the wedding, James decided to give Deep a special surprise, a romantic honeymoon on a tropical island. He wanted to make it up to her, the hard times she went through, as well as to give them time to be together fully. After many storms, they came to a small peaceful island, where the white sand stretches is the blue sea mixed with the bright yellow sunlight. Both stayed in a small villa near the sea, surrounded by lush greenery and fragrant flower fields. The first day James and Deep walked on the beach, a gentle wind blew through Deep's soft hair. She smiled brightly as James deliberately ran into the sea, splash water with hand, teasing her those simple moments Make them feel at peace. The union of two souls after all. Under the sunset, James and Deep enjoy a romantic dinner together. On the beach, the dining table is lit by candlelight, surrounded by blue hydrangea petals, the flower that James chose to symbolize their love. Deem raised his glass of wine and looked deep into Deep's eyes. He said in a deep voice, Deep, do you know, I used to think that career success is all you need, but you came and changed everything. You made me realize that life is not just about fame or money. It's about sharing precious moments with the one you love. Deep smiled gently, her eyes shining with happiness. James, I also used to think that we were too different, that I don't deserve to stand by your side. But your love made me believe we were born for each other. Both raised their glasses and clinked them lightly, eyes filled with love and gratitude for each other. James and Deep's love journey is an emotional story about the struggle, life, and perseverance. They come from two different worlds. On one side is the power and glamour of a CEO. Across is the simplicity and sincerity of an ordinary girl. But love connected them across all barriers of status, misunderstanding, and even opposition from family. James, from a man only know work and success, learned how to cherish the simple values that the leaves bring. He doesn't just love Deep for her looks or her difference, but also because of her pure soul and determination. In love, Deep, from a small girl always insecure about herself, found strength from James' love. She proved that love doesn't need perfection, just needs sincerity and trust in each other. Every challenge they face, from the intervention of Father James, disagreement about living conditions, until the misunderstandings, both could not break their relationship. On the contrary, it makes that love deeper and more meaningful. The day they came home together, not just a happy ending, but also the beginning of a new life where love is nurtured by understanding, respect, and share. Their wedding is proof that when there is true love, all barriers can be overcome. The story of James and the cosmos reminds us that true love, regardless of circumstances or status, but in how we choose to walk together, overcome difficulties, and respect precious moments in life.
Do you think Deep and James will get married? Leave a comment.